YouTube, Fitness Kensho here. Welcome to episode 4 of Meal Prepping with Kensho. Today, I am gonna start prepping for my transition to start carb cycling again. I included just eating moderate carbs for about 2 months. I think it was the month February and January because I saw a plateau within my results. Because I was carb cycling for 4 months prior to January when I switched my diet. So I'm going back to carb cycling just to kind of trick my metabolism starting in next week in March. But today's going to be like, this upcoming week is going to be like the trial period to transition into the carb cycle. So the split that I'm going to start following is going to be 2 low carb days followed by a high carb day, and then repeat that twice, and then the 7th day, which typically will be a Sunday, is going to be a mixture of both. Maybe 2 low carb meals, 1 high carb, and then a cheat meal at the end of that night, obviously, just to get more glycogen that was depleted in my muscles. But today, I'm going to stop the rambling. I do have my chicken already cooking. These episodes, as they come along, if I do something in particular, like I said something new, like let's say I steam my vegetables and someone that wants to know how I steam my vegetables, they're going to be on the previous episode. I'm not going to try to repeat I guess old steps that I did in my previous video. So today we're making chicken breast the same way that I cut it. My last meal prepping with Kensho, the same way I did it last time, right? So cooked and seasoned exactly the same way. Over here, I think you can hear something sizzling. I have turkey burgers. I did turkey burgers, I think, in episode 2, if I'm not mistaken. So refer to that video. You want to see how I make my turkey burgers and how I season them. So again, the vegetable choices that we're going to make for Monday is that we're going to make a variation of rice with cauliflower and peppers, just to kind of give us like a little crunch, but with no carbs, and very nutritious on micronutrients. And then we're going to do the turkey burgers with a side of broccoli and green beans. And then for our high carb day, obviously we got to throw the carbs back in. I'm going to throw the sweet potato fries back into the turkey burgers, and for the chicken, I'm going to throw it with the white rice. So you guys stay tuned, and I'll show you how everything comes along as we move forward. Alright guys, so first we're going to start with the cauliflower, right? So we got a whole head of cauliflower, and pretty much all we want to do is that we want to cut it in florets. Kind of how when you buy broccoli frozen and they cut it in just individual florets, same thing you want to do here the best you can, because when we put it in the processor, it's going to be more effectively going to chop it up into like little rice grains as close as possible, right? So first thing we're going to do here, I don't know if you guys can see, but let me bring the camera a little bit closer so you guys can see exactly how I take care of the cauliflower. So you got to take this stuff off because we don't use this for nothing. Out of here, out of there, out of here. So the easiest way that I see that you can chop off this cauliflower is that you, again, take these little leaves off the side. That all you have to do is kind of like chop right around here. So I put it on the side, and with the knife I just go around, kind of like a circular motion, trying to get this middle part that obviously we can't eat out the way. There we go. So got this thing off. This is garbage. Throw it out, and just keep taking this off. And for the most part, after you cut that middle part, everything else just comes off. Like you can just do it off with your hands. So this would be kind of like a floret, kind of big if you ask me. But I'll chop that one in half, and then I'll do that to almost all the other ones I did chop off. Alright? So I'll fast forward this one. You guys kind of get the point as far as how to do this one. If you happen to get a couple that are just perfect like this, just throw it right in there, and then that should be fine. Alright? Alright guys, so with any vegetables, we obviously want to wash these motherfuckers, right? So just chop it up right from the packaging. So we're just going to wash it. I know it's going to add a little bit of water, but we just want to make sure it's clean. So we're going to run a little water on it. And then rinse it out, obviously. Just get rid of any type of pesticides that they put in the vegetables in the produce section. And then I have my little processor right here, right? So we're gonna put it in the processor only for like a couple of seconds. You're gonna actually take a look at how I actually chop it. We wanna keep it as grainy as possible. And then I have my container here. This is where I'm gonna put the cauliflower after it's done to be able to saute it. So I'm only gonna put about a handful in at a time because then this thing will get clogged up. So I got 3 florets in there. There's 6. I'll throw 7 just for the fuck of it. Up, and then I have a pulse, and then I have on, which should just go continuously. I'm gonna just pulse it as many times. And there you go. So at that point, take this out of here and show you guys the finished product. So right here, as you can see, it's still like, it's not processed too much. It's still crunchy and it's still grainy, and that's kind of what's gonna give it the imitation that's gonna look like rice when we actually saute it on the pan, all right? So I'll finish chopping this up, and we'll fast forward to when we start sauteing this, all right? So here's the finished product of it. Again, they are very crunchy still. They're not, I didn't process them so much. I kind of used the pulse button like you guys saw earlier to make sure that they're still kind of grainy so they have the feel of rice. So I like to season it with a little bit of black pepper. So now we're going to focus on getting some flavor onto this bad boy. I got my little skillet heating up here because this is where we're going to cook it. A little cayenne pepper just to get a little kick, right? And obviously some garlic. The go-to seasonings right here. I am going to add a little bit of soy sauce too, not too much. I just want to give it a little, give it that color. Kind of like a little fried rice kind of deal. A couple drops there, a couple drops there. Alright, so that's good to go. Move that around. Seasoning kind of mesh together. Then I have these packages of green peppers and onion strips that I'm going to throw fully in there. The onions and the peppers are going to give it that flavor. If you don't like how cauliflower tastes on its own, definitely add the onions. It will give it a better taste, obviously, right? So I was gonna use 2 bags, but I think I'm only gonna use 1 because 1 bag kind of took over all the cauliflower, as you can see there. So you can see all the onions there and the peppers. So I'm only gonna use 1 bag. I'll probably just use the other bag for something else. So that is ready to go. Actually, I'll add a little bit more pepper, a little bit more cayenne pepper. There you go. So spray always. We got the olive oil spray, Great Value. Shout out to Walmart. Let that heat up a little bit. And once it heats up, we're just gonna throw it on top and saute it for a couple of minutes. This is how you trick the brain to think that you're eating carbs, but you're really not. Fucking genius. And honestly, I'm only gonna saute it so the peppers and the onions are kind of soften up a little bit because they were frozen. We still won't lose that crunch off the actual cauliflower. You guys have it. I'm gonna put the lid on this bad boy and we'll check back in a couple of minutes. I'm only gonna use the cauliflower rice and the chicken ones. So these 6 right here, 4, and then these 2 right here. I'm not gonna weigh these out because they're not really carbs, they're vegetables. So cauliflower rice is nothing but vegetables and spices in here and onions and peppers. So I'm gonna just go maybe with a spoonful each one and then just go from there. Alright guys, so meal prep is completely done here. So first two rows we have are going to be low carb. So to the left is going to be Monday and over to the right is going to be Tuesday. So we have the 2 turkey burgers with broccoli and the green beans. A little bit of barbecue sauce on top just to get a little flavor. About a tablespoon and a half or so. Not anything crazy. And then the one I actually wanted to show you guys the most was going to be the cauliflower rice here. So we got our dino garlic honey sauce on top of it, about a tablespoon as well. And then we got the cauliflower rice there with the peppers, cauliflower. There's no rice, so it's low carb. So if you guys want to implement this on your low carb days, that'll be perfect. And then Wednesday, which is the third day, is going to be our refeed day. So we got chicken and rice, and then we have our turkey burgers with sweet potatoes. And right after that refeed day, we're gonna go right back to a low carb day and go back to what we did Monday and Tuesday, eating our vegetables.
En tu cintura, cuando tú lo mueves, tiembla la luna. Cuando tú lo mueves, tiembla la luna. Veo un farolito en tu cadera, veo un farolito, mamita, en tu cadera. Cuando tú lo mueves, trágame tierra.
That wraps up Meal Prep with Kensho episode 4. So if none of it makes sense, don't worry, I'm going to go a little bit more into details as far as the whole carb cycling idea in episode 5, which will be next week. And that's when I'm going to go pretty much the 5 low carb days and then the 2 high carb days on Saturday and Sunday. That's going to be like my, I guess, extreme design of my carb cycling. So the only thing that's missing right now is that for the low carb days, we are going to include some healthy fats. So I got this big bag of almonds here, and pretty much you can do almonds, avocados, just regular peanuts. It's totally up to you. I prefer almonds. They're high in fiber, and they taste good. I'm addicted to almonds, so I might as well take advantage that I'm eating all these vegetables now. So I might as well take care of these, you know, my healthy fats that I want to take care of. And I'll just weigh these out, about 28 grams, and put them in little, like a little Gladware bags or whatever, and just put them with each meal and eat them before, and then eat each meal according to schedule. Alright, so that wraps up the video. You guys like this video, want to hear more about carb cycling, drop some comments below. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, because we got more meal prepping with Kensho's coming soon. Again, the format that I'm going to keep now is going to be, because you guys, if you've been following all the episodes, you know how to make all the chicken, right? You know how to make my ground turkey, my ground beef. You know how to make my turkey burgers, so I'm not going to keep putting up the steps. I kind of bypass cooking the chicken. I bypass cooking the turkey burgers, the rice, the sweet potatoes, because that's in previous videos that you guys seen. So the only thing that I want to emphasize is new stuff that I'm going to start throwing in. For example, the cauliflower rice is something you guys have never seen, so I wanted to go into detail as far as how you cook that. So my next one, if I make, like, let's say cauliflower mashed potatoes or mashed cauliflower, I guess that's the technical term, then I'll go into detail on how to make that and how do I season it and stuff like that, and that'll be like the main focus. So this video should be up hopefully by next week. Meal Prepping with Kensho episode 3 should be live already. If it's not, it's gonna be live soon. Alright? So drop your comments below, let me know what you guys want to see next. Again, training videos, meal prepping ideas, like what foods you guys want to maybe see how I can incorporate it into my meal prep and make it micro-friendly. Alright? So again, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.